Good evening. Welcome. This is the Man United Agenda. This is me, your host for the day, Mr. B. And guess what? We're talking about the champion. Good evening. Me, your host, Mr. B. Just beside me, we have a Monday.
How you doing?
Just below me, we have Charchester.
How you doing, Char?
Hello, Monday, man. How you doing, Mr. B?
Oh, I'm very, very good. I'm very, very good. Look, let's get the ball rolling. We know why we're here. No more Europa League and that made-up music. We've got proper music, hopefully, past the group stage and into the knockout stage. The draw, lads. I'm going to start with you on Monday. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get our group up on the screen. Is there any point in talking about anybody else's group? Maybe we'll think about that afterwards. But I'm just going to get the team up, the screen up with our. Oh, it's gone. Where's it gone? Oh, fantastic. All right, look, skip that. We know what the draw is anyway. I'm going to try and find it while we're talking.
So the group is, we've got Young Boys from Switzerland. We've also got Villarreal, team that beat us in the final last year. And finally, we've got Atalanta, which is probably one of the best run clubs in European football at the moment. I think it's a good group. I'm quite happy about it. It's not too taxing on the eye or initially, but when you really look at it, when you scratch the surface, these teams are good. It's going to be very, very difficult with our sort of growth, our transition. I think it's ideal in a way because there's no big boys in there that are really going to scare you, but it gives us opportunity to grow in the tournament. And hopefully, here you go, Group F. So hopefully, with these teams play like Atlanta, they've been a bit. They've had a lot of players sold this year. Villarreal, we know what they're about. Well, I don't think we've actually ever beaten them. But Young Boys, as Shah was saying earlier on, we beat them in 2018 in the group stages. But I'm sure they play on like AstroTurf, which can be a bit difficult for some clubs. Someone might correct me on that. Anthony Herbert, do they play on AstroTurf? Anthony Herbert, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, but overall, I think it's good because it gives us an opportunity to grow and throughout the tournament. Without like last year, we had PSG in our group, and that was a nightmare, you know. But I think we can qualify, but we can't sleep on these teams because, like I say, Atalanta. I'll talk about them later. I really admire them as a club, one of the best run clubs at the moment.
Shah, opinion on our group, big man.
I think if we look at some of the others, I think we've escaped harder groups. I think we've got the easiest group to go through. This is the road to St. Petersburg. I'm well on that road. I'm on that car. I'm on that Ole bus on the way to St. Petersburg's final, lads. I'm happy with the group, to be honest with you. Look, Atlanta, we haven't played them. They've been obviously growing. A lot of strong, promising players coming through them, which, you know, a lot of European clubs have been trying to sniff around. Young Boys, we played them. We've beaten them. They play on AstroTurf. It's like turning up to the Sunday League team, but they're going to play with heart. Villarreal are probably the poison in the group, I'd say, out of those that we kind of, you know, we lost when we shouldn't have lost, but that's, you know, that's the past. But the future is St. Petersburg.
Wow.
Very, very optimistic.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't get Bayern out of the group. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to predict that we will go through our group. Will we top the group? I have no idea. But if we don't qualify out of this group in the Champions League this season, Ollie, I think, should be doing one, because who young boys? Let's be honest. No team from Switzerland should be beating us. Yeah. So that's 6 points. Villarreal, I'm looking at revenge. So I'll take 3 points. A win and a loss. And then the other team we're playing, who was they?
Atalanta.
Where Ahmad's teams come from, first time we're playing them.
Yeah, we can have a discussion, because I know, Avonde, I know you like the way that Atlanta set themselves up, and I know you like the way that they play. So that for me would be an interesting game. My brother Stoney, he obviously rates Atlanta as well, and the way that their style of play. So it'll be interesting how and what Ollie does in regards to how we set up in that game. But I'm confident. I don't want to sit here, thinking, I'm so confident that we're going to get through the group. Of the teams that we could have got, even down to the fourth team, we could have got AC Milan. Come on, man. We have to qualify out of this group.
When we talk about progression, Ollie, I think it still hurts him not qualifying after having 9 points last year. We had just to take a couple of points from the last couple of games. Obviously, I understand we didn't beat PSG, but to lose to Red Bull like that was really devastating for all of us. And that really, really ruined the season. But this year, I think he can make amends, and it's easy for him. When I'm looking at the other groups, like Liverpool's group, for example, it's packed, it's action-packed, So as Shah was saying, I think we've got a good opportunity here to go through, and we have to go through. But then, like you say, I think there's going to be a lot of draws in this group, because we have to break down teams. They're like Villarreal, they're a tough team to beat, as we know, and we're struggling to break teams down. So it's going to be very interesting how we cope against these teams. But 6 points against young boys.
Question: When do they sort out, the dates for the games? When would that be? So when's the TV schedule sorted out? Is that a couple of days? Is that a week, 2 weeks? What's the?
It'll be confirmed. It's basically going to get confirmed this weekend. So that's going to be probably match dates and order of fixtures are going to come out basically this weekend.
Okay.
You know what I'll be looking at, because I think when is it? September, October. We've got some tough games coming up on the weekend. So it might be interesting if we got young boys say on Tuesday. We might be able to play a weak side if we're playing, say, Liverpool or Man City, because I know those games are coming up around that time. So yeah, it'd be good to look at the fixture list. You're right, Mr. B.
Yeah, I'm just glad we're in it. I'll be honest. I'm just really, I've got that whole. I sat down and watched it with my son. Told him who I didn't want, and we sat down there thinking, "Oh God, we're gonna get Bayern." And when Bayern didn't come out, the rest of the draw is beautiful, man. The rest of the draw is beautiful. I mean, look, we can go through a couple of the other teams as well. The other groups while we're here. Don't want to steal anybody else's thunder, but is there anything there here that look at that we could have got? Look at Group E.
Yeah, that's packed.
Yeah, that's packed. I've just realised I don't have Group A on here.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
You know what? With Group E, you look at that and you think, oh my God, right, Benfica, they're always going to be good. But going to Dynamo Kiev, imagine going there like late November and having to get points when it's cold as hell, Well, not cold as hell, cold as like it's difficult to go there and play good football. You've seen games when it's snowing and icy there, and you've got to be a good team to go there and win. You've got to be really up for it. So that looks like a tough group for Barca and Bayern Munich.
Should we go through the groups? I've got them here if you want, Mr. B.
Yeah, yes, please. Let me take this off so that they can see our beautiful faces, and then it'll just have to be on memory. So start with Group A, Jar, and let us know what we've got there.
Yeah, Group A is our noisy neighbours, Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain, RB Leipzig, and Club Brugge.
Tough.
So
Tough.
obviously you might have the Messi Ronaldo act going on. Who knows? But I don't think that's going to happen. Hopefully he's going to be coming to us anyway. So then,
I remember it was at the semi-final last year. PSG, Man City, 2 great games, really good games. Man City got the better of them in the end, but that's going to be like if Man United are playing the same day, I'm going to have the 2 screens on. There's so many good matches on, you know. Good group, that's tough group. Love that. Great for TV. TV
100%.
companies going to be killing it.
Group
Battle of
B.
the money. Yeah, sorry, Shah, go on.
Oh, sorry. Group B: Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto, and AC Milan.
Packed.
So that's another big group.
That's a nice group. That's a nice group. I mean, look, if you want to have obviously this is the Man United channel, 9:30 on FTB Sports. Liverpool have got their show. You know, you can have your say on how you think Liverpool will do on there. Obviously, the Armory don't have a European show, and which is a shame. And Tottenham, obviously, their draw's going to be shown from the safeties car park.
They're playing right now, aren't they?
Yeah. So you know, it's a shame. It's a shame.
You know what's good, Mr. B?
You
know what's good? Like, we're looking at these groups and thinking they got to win. These are tough games. AC Milan, that's the lowest team in that group. AC Milan, you know, they're a good team. So it's going to help us in the Premiership. If these teams have to get taxing them, I don't mind taxing Man City. I don't mind taxing Liverpool, as long as it helps us in the Premiership as well, because these are tough games. They have to win, and it's going to be showpiece games. They have to turn up as well. So they're going to be blowing out their asses. But come
Oh, right. God. Hashtag could it be 21? God, sorry, God, Shah, God.
Right, Group C, gentlemen. Sporting, Borussia Dortmund, Ajax, and Besiktas. Now that's quite an interesting group as well. I think that would be an interesting one to watch. Match-wise, a lot of young players coming through in a lot of them teams as well.
Yep. Good shout.
Obviously, our boy Haaland, who's going to probably sign in January for 65 million.
Listen, if you're not, you're not allowed to come on the stream under narcotics, yeah?
Sorry, man. So anyway, but I'm just trying to relate everything back to Man United agenda. This is the Man United agenda. I'm part of it. You're going to be part of it as well.
We got a Madrid fan in the comments.
I see him. Welcome. Question to you. I can't say your name. Riyadh. Anyway. Question: how do you think Real Madrid are going to do in your group? Can you see yourself qualifying, or can you see it being a season of Europa League fantasticism? Yeah, that's a word, fantasticism. Sorry, cut you off, Shah.
They're bidding for Mbappe, aren't they? So that'd be interesting.
And on that note, we're going to come to Group D, actually, Mr. B. So, Internacional, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Sheriff. I don't even know who Sheriff is.
They're from Moldova. That's the team that I was praying that we got. I'll be honest. Apparently their stadium is in the Russian-owned part of Moldova. So like the middle of Moldova, it's owned by the Soviets, and that's where the stadium is. You need like 3 or 4 visas to get in there anyway. So maybe it wasn't too great going in there, but yeah, they're from. What was the other 2 in there?
Can I just say, you're showing your age, man. The Soviets, this ain't Rocky 4. Yeah, I think about Come on, man. You've been watching Rocky, haven't you? Mr. B. Oh, God.
That's brilliant.
Anyway, let's that's a good group. I can see Inter and Madrid getting through that.
Yeah.
No struggles at all.
I don't know. Inter, they've lost Lukaku, obviously, but I think, and they've lost quite their right back to PSG. So yeah, have to see how they play this year. Not sure.
After that, the next group is Group E, which we've had a short discussion on. But Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica, and Dynamo Kiev, all respectively, qualifying all out of their leagues and some of the, you know, bread and butter of the Champions League right there in that group, really.
Yeah.
So can we just cut into this question here? Obviously, he's a Madrid fan, and he's just asking what we think about Varane. I thank you so much. I thank you so much. No more Lindelof.
Okay. I'm just wondering, is this a setup to say you bought a dud or something like that? Being a Madrid fan, I'm happy with Varane. Thanks for the signing. Hopefully, you can use that money to get Mbappe now.
What do you think of Varane, Mr. Madrid fan? Are you happy with the decision of him leaving Galacticos to come to the Red Devils, where he's going to start, obviously, you know, showing his maturity, all that coaching that you've given him, he's going to be able to show on the pitch. Are you happy about that? And his price, is his price worth it? 35 million.
Good question. What's the next group?
So next group is ourselves: Villarreal, Manchester United, Atalanta, and Young Boys.
We're going to qualify.
No problem. We're through to that. There's not even an issue. Not even an issue. I'm agreeing here with Mr. Herbert here, our regular viewer. Yes, Manchester United to get to round of 16 of the Champions League. Straight. There's no argument. There's no discussion. It's not up for debate.
And on that note, as we already know that we're going to qualify, Group G comes along just like that with Lille, Sevilla, RB Salzburg and Wolfsburg. Now, that's a mediocre team table, but I think each of them are quite competitive in comparison with each other. So that's going to be quite an interesting group to see who comes through.
The thing with Lille, they won the title last year in France, didn't they? And I've seen Angel Gomez. I've been following him. He's on loan at Boavista. He's come back now. He came on a sub for Lille in the league games. So hopefully we'll be able to get a view of how he's performing for Lille, especially on the big stage now. So I'm going to follow him. I hope all the Man United fans do as well, because he's a top player, and hopefully one day he'll come back to us.
Have Lille lost any players?
Yeah, their centre back, I think, is Boatman was in. There's gossip columns at the moment saying, is it Boatman's? Anthony, I need you. Yeah, Boatman, centre back, is probably in the columns at the moment. They're trying to say could go to Wolves possibly. So he's up. There's a few players. They like to recycle.
Did they lose Renato Sanchez as well, or did they buy?
I think he's still there.
He went to Lille, didn't he, from Bayern?
Yeah, so he's at Lille. And the other guys, they got a Canadian forward who's really good. He came from Belgium League. Jonathan, his name's Jonathan. His surname's Jonathan. He will light up the Champions League, I believe, as well.
Okay.
So yeah, they got a really good setup there. If they keep their players, remember they got Jose Font from who used to play for West Ham, Portuguese. He's about 40 now. I'm not exaggerating. He's nearly 40. He's close to 40.
I'm saying. He talks about the Soviets like me, bruv.
Jonathan David, that's the one. He's a good player. He's my pick to watch out for. And obviously, Angel Gomez. I want to see how he's getting on if he gets games, because I really love him. He's a great player.
Thank you for that message there, Mr. Dump. Thank you. Sharp.
And then the last but not least group is probably one of the most interesting ones. Group H. We've got Chelsea, Juventus, Zenit St. Petersburg, and Malmo.
I think the top two will qualify.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is,
I think Juventus might struggle, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say that. Just who was the other team? Not Malmo. What's your other team? What was the other team?
Zenit.
I mean, Zenit, that's that cold place, no?
Yeah.
All right.
In the
Soviet Union. That's where the final's going to get
played. I will break you.
That's where we're going. You better get your winner jacket on, Mr. B. We're going.
If he dies, he dies.
What I will say, Amande, history lessons, please, this season for our away games. I will be reminding you, I expect 3 facts from the grounds that we are traveling to.
No problem. I would do my research and do a little 1-minute profile on each away ground.
Thank you very much.
Any historic artifacts, anything, I'll be dropping it.
Yeah, I'll take that. So look, we've got another message here from our Madrid follower here. What's your prediction for this year's Champions League? I'll tell you mine. Man United won't win it, and that's all that I care about, if I'm honest.
I think it's down to squads. Isn't it? It's hard to say at this stage. There's still some major signings to be done, but I like the look of Juve. I like the look of I'm not going to say PSG. I just think they're overloaded. You got Messi, and Messi needs 9 players playing for him in a way. So I can't see how the midfield 3 are going to support the other guys who don't really track back or anything like that. So I think they might have some difficulty. Man City, Juve are the teams that I'll be looking at, and Bayern Munich possibly.
Not Chelsea?
No, don't think so. I think this whole I was talking earlier about Lukaku. Everyone's, oh my God, look how he's a bully, he's doing this, doing that. I mean, so much hype about him. Good defenders will eat him up. He's one trick pony, strength and turn and rolling people, sausage rolls from Greg. That's all he's got.
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait till we play him and Varane has him in his pocket. I can't wait.
Yeah,
Gonna munch him.
Yeah.
A message from Gems here. FTB boss. Hi, Miss Boss. Same thing Anthony Herbert said already. We will get out of the group. It's not even up for debate. It's not even an issue, to be perfectly honest. We've got another message here from Romeo saying he hopes McTominay is fit.
Hi, Romeo.
Hi, Romeo.
Welcome. I don't know if you mean fit for Champions League, fit for our next league game, or just fit in regards to
recovery. He's had a groin injury, hasn't he? Like, so he's had an operation.
Yeah. He's not in the international. He didn't get picked for Scotland, did he? For the internationals, so he might be out for a few weeks. Yeah, but hopefully getting back soon. Just want to say, because we've seen Gemma there, just reminded me, Liverpool playing well this year. You have to give them credit. But I don't think their squad's deep enough to really do well in the Champions League. But they can beat anyone on their day.
Save that talk for 9:30, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, look, it was a brief one. Obviously, we came on here just to let our viewers know that we do expect to qualify. We do expect to get to. What are we looking for really? Out of last 16, definite.
Yep.
Is it dependent on who we get in the next round? I would be disappointed if we didn't make the quarters, regardless of who. Say regardless.
Look, if I'm honest with you, I think we've got the makings that we've beaten City, we've beaten Chelsea, right? These teams are the ones that were in the final last season. We've beaten PSG. We've beaten that with the squads that we haven't even added. And then you add the maturity, the growth of another season of these players. Listen, we've got a great opportunity to go all the way through, because I think there's a lot of teams around us, and especially in Europe and the top teams in each divisions that are struggling. You know, everyone's going through this current rebuilding as well at the moment.
You're the most optimistic guy on here, Shah.
I'll tell you now.
I do agree with you in a way. I think it's all down to the management. We've got the squad. It's just the only question mark I have is that we, at that top level, I'm not sure with the management we have that we can really produce good. But with progression, let's talk at Christmas once the groups are finished and see where we're at. Hopefully, we're
Christmas is halfway, no?
I think just before Christmas.
Yeah, 4 games up in February, and then 2 again. Is that right? 2 again. After.
I think the group stage are done by early December, like the first, second week in December. The group stages are over, and then they do the knockout stages for the start of February.
Mark here saying quarterfinals is well within our grasp. Semis is a can do. Ollie has to let the players play.
Yeah, big up, Mark. There, that's big.
Yeah, good shout, Mark.
Oh my God, big man. This is for you, yeah.
Yep. We love you, Talk. We love you, man. Hope everyone went well today, bruv.
Shah. We drew again Chelsea both games. What is he talking about? This is to you, Shah. This is actually from our boss. What did you mention?
No, I said we've beaten Chelsea, we've beaten City. Doesn't matter. What I'm saying is like we've beaten these teams. We're capable of beating any of the top teams in Europe. Was more my point.
I think you made a good point though, Shah, saying about the Brexit. You can see there's the weird. The Premiership is a giant at the moment. All these other teams are not really killing. Like, look at Barca. They're not a force so much anymore. Real Madrid don't look like they're going to be a force. So yeah, it's you never know. You never know what could happen.
That's a message from Anthony. Big up Solo here, friends at your house having tea. What you eating? And have you put on any entertainment?
But Tominay's there as well. Chilling.
Man's digging out our boss. Man's digging out our boss.
You know what? I can't wait to get home on the show.
Oh my God! Look, gents, we're already over our time. We're already over our time slot. You know, we came on here to have a little natter, a little chat. We've done that. We are back again tomorrow on Monday. Are we back again tomorrow, boss?
Yeah, it's going to be the preview for the Wolves game.
8 o'clock, 8:30.
8 o'clock, I imagine. Yeah, 8 o'clock. Let's speak to the Lord Almighty, Solo. He runs things around here, not us. I hope you well, Solo. I see you tuning in.
Also, FTB 9:30 today. We've got the Liverpool Liverpool reaction show to their Champions League draw. 31st.
Spurs post-match as well for the Paxton Road.
Paxton Road.
At the moment, so post-match you can check out Spurs later on.
Discuss Harry Kane with Sam Spurs for life and Mike. Also, FTB, our daddy channel. We've got a 5 to 12 transfer special hosted by FTB hosts, which are Man United Agenda.
Shift work.
Yeah, we are gonna be doing it in shifts. We've got Man United Agenda hosts, we've got Paxton Road TV hosts, we've got the Cop Talk hosts, the Liverpool guys, and we've got the Armory. Although I'm not really sure why Arsenal are on there, but you know, it is what it is. Obviously, they're hoping to sign another couple.
You know why they're on there, innit? You know why? It's because they just want to hear the. They just want to hear it. Like Harry Kane wants to hear it.
I said, do we know what the Conference Peer Cup music is? We'll have to tune in. We talk to Sam Spurs for life later. But honestly, we should be out of here. Ladies, gentlemen, thank you again. It's been a pleasure. And we will see you all tomorrow.